Just for like the privacy of my family and like my emotions and stuff, I don't want to talk about it. I've been depressed as fuck. Hey guys, this is going to be like probably the most casual video I've ever uploaded, like vlog style, but instead of it being like multiple little clips throughout my day or over the course of 2 days, I'm just gonna film this in like one sweep. This is probably gonna be like a super random video. I don't know. I think I'm still gonna say some important things in it. I'm not really sure exactly what I'm gonna say though. I just know that I need to get this up today. It's Wednesday, January 24th, and I was supposed to have uploaded the recap for the 4th Bachelor episode yesterday because I usually do those on Tuesday because the episode airs Monday. However, I still was behind in uploading the men's sex Q&A, and yesterday I didn't film because I have felt so unbelievably fucking depressed lately. Like, y'all know, like, I want to be candid with y'all. I want y'all to know that I'm a real person, and I also am a huge advocate for not only women things but also mental health. So if any of you ever need to talk about mental health related things, like, you can talk to me about that as much as you talk to me about like boys and stuff. But yeah, I've been so fucking depressed. Like yesterday I woke up with only like 30 minutes until class, and my class doesn't even start until 12:30. So I'm sleeping like all morning, and then I wake up and I'm like, I have to go to fucking class. So I take a shower, and like even getting myself up to take a shower was exhausting. Like, if you don't suffer from any type of mental health issues, please consider yourself lucky, because it's the most taxing thing ever and no one understands, because it's literally a problem in your brain. Like, the chemicals that your brain creates to keep you happy, to allow you to be sad, all the chemicals that control your moods sometimes are just fucked, and that's what the medicine is for, to give a little bit extra of a certain chemical or something that your brain needs to be able to function properly. But my medicine just has not been working for me anymore. I take I don't even fucking know what it's called. Escitalopram. It's like a knockoff Lexapro. And I started with 5 milligrams, and over the course of the like 9 months probably that I've been on it, I've gone up to 15 milligrams, and the max dosage you can have of that is 20. And even at 15, like, I upped it only like 3 or 4 weeks ago, and it made a difference for like 10 days. And now it's like back down worse than it was like before. I kind of feel like it gave me like a little bit of a high, and now I'm crashing. I don't know if that's even how medicine like this can work, but I have a FaceTime call with my psychiatrist tomorrow to like talk about how I'm feeling, and I'm going to tell her that I need my medicine changed. Like, this is a huge problem. I have no fucking willpower. I couldn't even get myself to film the Bachelor recap yesterday. I didn't even remember to take notes during watching The Bachelor on Monday. It's like my brain is like on another fucking planet. Like, something's actually wrong with me, and I know that it's a combination of anxiety and depression. And I think this medicine just, after a certain point of dosage, like, since it obviously doesn't work for me now, I feel like it gets rid of all the anxiety symptoms, because I'm not anxious about anything, but I feel like it takes it to like a new extreme. Like, instead of just having me not be anxious about things I don't need to be anxious about, I literally feel nothing, like no emotion at all towards anything. And my family right now is dealing with a huge family emergency, like a crisis, basically. It's a big problem. It's not something I want to talk about on YouTube, at least anytime soon. I think I'll probably make a video about it one day. Just for like the privacy of my family and like my emotions and stuff, I don't want to talk about it. So I'm flying back home tomorrow, which will be Thursday, to be with my family, whatever. And I'm going to be flying back home like every 2 weeks, because my parents really want to be spending time with me because of this situation my family is going through. And so I have like that family issue like weighing on me all the time. And not to mention, like, it's a really bad issue. Like, it's something that 95% of normal people would like bawl their eyes out. And I have cried about it like 3 times since I found out. But I don't have like the brain capacity to feel sad about it, which is really alarming to me, because it's something that I know that I should be very sad about, even though I'm not like a crier. I'm not really that emotional of a person. I just know that in this situation I should be upset and I don't feel anything. So my medicines aren't working. I've been depressed as fuck, just keeping it 100 with y'all. And I've just been super fucking irritated. Like, granted, obviously, if you suffer from anxiety and depression, like, your anger, like, your instability with your mood, all that kind of stuff, like, your ability to get really irritated or agitated with people and situations goes up a lot. Like, you can get really mad or really upset about really small things easily because the chemicals in your brain that are supposed to make you happy are like fucking depleted. So I've been super irritated lately. I've been like responding to hate comments on YouTube, which I usually never do, but it's just like, I'm a Taurus and like I'm so fucking passive and calm, but a Taurus is a bull. So if you prod the bull enough times, the bull is gonna go apeshit on you and probably stab you through your chest with one of their horns. That's basically me summed up. I just know that like I'm letting things bother me that shouldn't because I've been depressed. So I've been in a really bad space lately. So I'd appreciate if everyone could just be understanding to like the whack filming schedule. And I don't even know if I'm gonna get the Bachelor episode 4 recap up tomorrow because tomorrow I have to go to class, if I can even fucking get myself to fucking go. I need to go to class and then I need to get ready because when I touch down in Austin tomorrow night, I need to meet up with a friend and I have to pack and all this shit. So I don't know if tomorrow I'm gonna feasibly have time to film and upload the Bachelor recap. And I know I could have done it today, but I feel like this is so much more important. I need to fucking be transparent with y'all and I need to talk about these things. Ugh. I've just been so irritated, y'all. Like, y'all don't even fucking know. Like, some girl commented on my Bachelor 3 episode recap and was like, thanks a fucking lot for spoiling this for people that maybe haven't watched the 3rd episode yet. Like, bitch, please go fuck yourself. Please go fuck yourself. I am posting the recaps after the original episode has been aired, a day after. It is not my problem that you have not watched the episode and then you go to my page and you click on the recap and you watch it and you read or see something that's a spoiler. That's not my problem and you're a fucking huge bitch for like cussing me out for that. Like, go fuck yourself. Like, people don't ever take the time to think about what other people are going through. Like, especially someone like me, like, oh, Brighton's so confident, like, she posts all these badass YouTube videos, like, she's so cool, she's obviously well-liked, she has a lot of followers, she gets a lot of likes, like, obviously internet trolls and insecure people want to take people of power and people of confidence down, aka me, but like, I'm still a fucking person. I'm still gonna have really bad days. I'm still gonna have times where I'm depressed and anxious because my medicine doesn't work. I'm gonna have times where I'm having a family emergency that feels like the end of the world that I can't even discuss with you and be transparent about because that's how big of a deal it is. And it's also not anyone's fucking business. Like, I'm still a fucking person, okay? Like, I'm a real human with real fucking emotions. So when you comment some dumb shit to me on the day that could be like the worst day of my week, like, please think before you speak. And also, when you're done, please go fuck yourself. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, you're a fucking horrible person. I also had some girl commenting on, like, all my videos, which is always so interesting to me that people will find your channel and binge watch all your videos once they've decided they hate you just to comment on all the videos they watch about how much you suck. Some girl fucking commenting on my videos calling me racist and all that shit because of my opinion on the use of the N-word in rap songs and all this fucking shit. And I replied to her, which I usually never do, and I was like, if you don't like my channel, then fuck off. And she replied with, done, thumbs up emoji. Like, I'm a real person. Everyone on YouTube is a real person. Everyone on Instagram, everyone, even people with 50 million followers, even people that look as perfect as the Kardashians, like, we are all fucking people. It's not that hard to be empathetic to other people. Like, empathy is what makes the world go round, and if you don't have that, then you have a fucking problem. I am such a huge advocate, as y'all know, for mental health and women's rights, sexual assault, the Time's Up campaign, all things like that. And I actually have never been sexually assaulted. I've definitely been sexually harassed, and like, I've definitely had guys like touch my butt and like the more minor sexual harassment, assault, things like that, but I've never been like raped or molested or had anything like truly sexually traumatic happen to me. And like, I'm empathetic enough to be able to feel that pain for all the other fucking women that are going through that, that have gone through that, that are now having the courage and balls to speak up about that. Like, some people might say on paper, if you haven't experienced it 100% directly, you don't have the right to speak up for it or care about it or whatever. But I do, because I realize how shitty it is, and everyone has their preferences of what they want to be activists upon, and this is what I care about. And it's just like, if I can care so much about women's rights and shit when I might be like the most privileged person in America, I'm a white, straight, female who's never been raped or molested or anything, like on paper, like I have it so fucking good. So some people might say like, oh, you don't get it, like you shouldn't like care about those things, but I do, because I have empathy and because I have a brain and because I feel things for other people. So it's not that hard. Like, I do it every day. Fucking try and show empathy for others. I've just been so on attack lately, and I know it's because I've been like depressed, anxious, whatever, so I've been super irritable. Yesterday, one of my friends texted me asking me on behalf of the president of a club she's in if I would come and speak at their meeting about my horrible Greek life experience. I don't know why the fuck this club wanted to have a meeting talking about the negativities of Greek life, because not a lot of people in that club are in Greek life. The president isn't in Greek life. It just kind of seems like a weird bashing thing. Doesn't make sense to me. Don't even know what the prerogative was with that. But funny story about that, I used to be in that club and I resigned because I quickly realized that instead of being focused on what the club was supposed to be focused on, it was really focused on like politics, and like every meeting the club was about like bashing Trump. And like, I don't give a fuck about politics. I don't dislike or like Trump. I'm very impartial to it all. Like, that's just my preference. And others people that are like, well, that's your white privilege that you don't care about politics. Like, no, it's just like my own life is so fucking chaotic. I don't need to worry about like what the Cheeto man of the United States is doing or whatever the fuck. So I resigned from the club because I didn't want to be in a club where every meeting was just bashing the president. Like, I don't give a fuck about that. Like, that's not my thing. Anyway, after I resigned, like months after I resigned, the whole thing came out about me thinking that white people should be allowed to say the N-word when we're singing along to songs. Yes, I still fucking think that. That doesn't make you a racist to sing along to songs. If you are just singing a song absentmindedly and aren't thinking in your head negative thoughts about black people, you aren't fucking racist. If you're going around calling people the N-word and saying you hate black people and whatever the fuck, like Harley Barber, then you're obviously racist. There's a huge fucking difference for people that are so ignorant to believe that singing along to rap songs makes you racist. Anyway, when that whole thing came out, that whole club that I was in shit-talked me so much, like called me racist, basically said that if I hadn't resigned, they would have had to kick me out, saying that they needed to do like officer interviews from now on, because if someone like me, as horrible as me, could slip through the cracks and get into their club, like they needed to be more cautious about who they let in, like just ripping me a new asshole, hating me. And because my friend's in the club, she sent me all the screenshots. Obviously, no shit, like be smarter, screenshots exist, people. And that was fine, I didn't do anything about it, like whatever. So now that whole club I was in hates me because of the songs I sing along to, fucking stupid as fuck. I don't have time for petty people. Fast forward to yesterday, I made a Snapchat little rant about this, not really mentioning any details. But fast forward to yesterday, the president of the club asked my friend to ask me if I would be willing to come speak about my Greek life experience. Like, are you on crack? I know that's like my go-to statement, are you on crack? But like, actually, are you on crack? What makes you think that I would want to come speak for you? Like, you really don't think I know what you said? And also, what in the world makes you want me to come speak at your meeting when you clearly think all those horrible things about me? I literally wanted to die. I couldn't even believe it was real life. I've always known the world has been like a shitty place, and like it's hard to find people that like resonate with you and respect you and what you're doing. And I know that I make mistakes, but I also know at the end of the day, when push comes to shove, like I'm a really fucking good person and I'm speaking out on important topics. I'm an advocate for important things and I'm changing people's lives and I'm actually inspirational, and I shouldn't give a fuck about like the people that don't care about what I have to say and don't think I'm inspirational and whatever the fuck. But it's still hard a little bit. Obviously it'd be hard for anyone to like hear negative things about themselves, and I've just realized lately that like with the growth of my YouTube and like Instagram and whatever, that the world is like such a harsh place. Like you really don't understand how mean the world is until you put yourself out there for the whole world to judge and just have to listen to the opinions of naysayers say the dumbest, most pathetic things about you that 98% of the time aren't true, but it's still like, what the fuck? And I've also realized that, as surprising as it is, there are so many women that don't support what I'm doing and don't support the whole, like, taking ownership of the word slut and stuff. And it's just so fucking disappointing because I don't know how we can make change if women are so backwards in their thinking of, like, how things should be now. It's fucking 2018. Quick little story to give an example of this. Yesterday, in response to my Instagram story saying that I posted my men's sex Q&A, a guy from 90 Day Fiancé replied to that, like, in my DM and was like, I'll have to watch this sometime, winky face. Like, first of all, I don't know how the fuck someone from 90 Day Fiancé found me and then watched my story and then responded to me. I was floored because I watched 90 Day Fiancé, like, religiously. I'm in this 90 Day Fiancé, like, gossip group on Facebook. So since I'm so shocked that this guy found me and reached out to me about nothing less than my men's sex Q&A video, I screenshot his DM and posted it in this gossip group, expecting everyone to, like, kind of laugh about it and be like, OMG, what the fuck? And instead, within literally 10 minutes of me posting it, I had countless women commenting, being like, what the fuck kind of things are you posting on your Instagram story? What's a men's sex Q&A? You clearly just want attention from men. What are you doing? Like, who gives a fuck if a man reached out to you because you're exploiting yourself and talking about sex? So within 10 fucking minutes, I deleted the post and removed myself from that group because clearly those people are horrible people. But I was just like, holy fuck, that many women are that quick to shame someone who knows nothing about me except from a DM that I made a YouTube video about men's sex questions. Like, what the fuck? Like, are we still in 1836? I was so floored, couldn't even believe it, felt so uncomfortable and judged, like, for doing something good. Like, there are plenty of, like, advice columnists and people that talk about sex and stuff all the time. Like, that's part of life. Like, who cares if I'm a woman comfortable enough talking about those things? That doesn't mean that I'm searching for a man's attention. That doesn't mean that I'm a slut and whatever the fuck. And for the record, me always making reference to me being a slut in all my videos and in all my Instagram captions, it's supposed to be slightly satirical. Like, I honestly don't even know what the definition of slut is because I think it's so subjective. Like, to really conservative people, having sex with 3 people makes you a slut. To some people, having sex with 10 people makes you a slut. To some people, having sex with 100 people makes you a slut. Like, it's so subjective. I don't even know what the word means. So to me, it's just kind of like a big joke, like a big fuck you to everyone. To be like, yeah, I'm a woman that's comfortable with my body and I'm comfortable having sex, whether I'm in love with my partner or not. So if that makes me a slut, then fuck all of you. I'm gonna slut it the fuck up. It's just taking ownership of the word. The same way black people have now taken ownership of the N-word and given it a whole new meaning and put it in every song ever made because they like the word now. It's just taking ownership. It's not like I actually think I'm a slut. I don't even know what the fuck a slut is. But if you're gonna slut shame me, then damn right I'm gonna call myself a slut. Because you don't have that fucking right. You don't even fucking know me. So yeah. I don't know what the point of this video was, but I've been really irritated. I've been really depressed. I have no idea when the 4th episode Bachelor Recap is going to come up. But when it does, don't fucking bitch at me because it spoiled it for you because you were dumb enough to watch a recap before watching the episode, you fucking dumbass. Anyway, I'm gonna go because I feel like I'm going crazy.